Went and looked at the house. It looked really cool. And they spent a ton of money on it. You guys are gonna check that out right now. So sometimes Jason does walkthrough videos for other investors because he does such a good job. And one of my buddies, Riley Rogers, asked him to do a walkthrough video. And Jason told me about it because he said after he'd walked through his house, he's like, dude, Riley did a number on this house. He said he just tore it all apart and put it all back together. He's like, you got to see it. It's really cool.
This is the largest project I've ever done in this price range. I haven't done one that has sold for this much before. It made me nervous. So it was not like I wasn't 100% confident like I am with the entry-level homes. I just go in and, yeah, this is easy. I budgeted 180, but in my head, I knew that we'd probably go up to 200.
What did you think you were going to resell for initially?
I thought for me being super conservative, no matter what, we, worst case scenario, sell it for 650. There's no way we won't sell it for that. Probably sell it for 7, and best case scenario, sell it for 750. Okay, I think this is worth the gamble. I can either break even, it'll be a good experience, or we might make up to 100 grand on it. Basically reimagine the entire space.
How did you do that? Did you have engineer drawings, or did you just come through here and it's oh yeah, I'm just going to tear a wall? And
when I first did that, so when I first met with the guy that sold me the house, I walked the house by myself for about an hour and a half and kind of came up with a layout that I thought was going to work well. After we bought the house, I came in with my project manager, and him and I probably walked it for about 2 hours and came up with this layout. It probably took us about 2 months just to get the layout finished and the framing done, just because we were going back and forth and figuring out what we had to do to get what we wanted.
So it was totally exposed for months, just okay.
Yeah, it was a mess for a couple months.
It's crazy all the things you have to think through. You have to be visually and spatially inclined. Because walking through it what it was before, to have that vision, I mean now it's easy, right? It makes sense, but beforehand.
Yeah.
And even for an experienced guy.
Oh, it took more time out of my year than any other project that we worked on.
How many projects have you done before this project?
Total in my career?
For you and for other people?
Over 300, 320, something like that.
Over 320 flips, and it was still a headache.
Sure, there were times where it was a headache, but for the most part, it's just a lot of fun. I think for me, you get so used to the entry level one, just the stuff that you do every day, that it's just brain dead. You just it's cookie cutter. It just happens.
Yeah.
Where this was fun to come in and actually design it, and my favorite part is walking the home and coming up with a game plan, planning it out. Where can we move walls? Where can we add bedrooms? What can we do to make this home, pop?
Yeah, it did, man. Yeah. Totally popped. We wanted to do a walk-through closet
So we just built this, and then you just walk in here.
And this is where you put like your...
Yeah, so we kind of figured, I mean, in this
stuff.
price range, if it were my house, I'd want to hire a company to do my own custom closet. So that was the idea behind here, you know.
So what did this cost? I gotta know. Is it expensive or is this like...
I think the track's like a few $100.
Oh, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. And the door was probably a couple $100. So all in all, probably $500-600 to put it in. We listed at $750 even. And in retrospect, we probably actually should have listed it a little bit higher. It ended up appraising for $800 is what it appraised for. So that was, yeah.
You're like,
I didn't think
so you listed it for $750. How long before you had an offer?
So we listed it on a Thursday at midnight. By Monday, we had 3 offers. One for $730, one for $740, and one for $750. This other gentleman went up to $766, and that's what we ended up putting it under contract for.
That is sick. $766.
So yeah,
okay, so $766. It took you 9 months. What were kind of the numbers from that?
Bought the house for $360, $365. We had $200,000 into it. I did do a hard money loan on for the purchase, and then about $100,000 to remodel. So when all's said and done, when you run all the numbers, we should have about 70 of profit, somewhere around there. I haven't done the final books, but it's going to be around about that.
70,000?
Yeah.
If I find any projects like this size, would you be willing to do some sort of a JV?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's the type of like...
I think it's fun. Like honestly, we want to do at least 1 or 2 of these a year. Like
Yeah.
it's more enjoyable to me to do this and to see the before and after than to do the runs. Than to spend, 2 hours on a house and make 20 grand. I'd rather spend 20 hours on this. And,
Yeah, it's more fun.
It's just more fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like
Yeah.
I love this thing. I'd moved in here. Like,
Yeah. I actually was tempted. I almost stayed.
really?
Yeah.
Dude, this is awesome. Like waking up every morning, like walking here, like seeing all this. A subscribe bumper. You guys are gonna check that out, right? If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, and you've been watching and consuming all of this cool content, Jason's gonna come to your garden and steal your vegetables. We shot this one last week. Sorry. Should I pop the collar? Should I leave the collar popped?
Yeah, leave it popped.
Hey. Hey. Jason said you need to change your shirt so it looks like a different shirt, different day, right? Different shirt, different day. That's Seinfeld. Hey. Zone A. Zone A.